it's supermarket brawls or underground tournaments, in this list we'll showcase hand-to-hand combat in all of its forms so you know which one to pick. With that, let's go ahead and kick off this list exploring the various anime and their epic battles. Number 10. Starting off the list, we have Bento, an anime that is sure to make you laugh. Although the fights aren't as serious as some of the other shows on this list, this show is filled with them. In a world where battle erupt in supermarkets over half-priced bento boxes, our protagonist Sato finds himself amidst it all. With little to no fighting skills, he gets rocked the first time, but once he is talked to by a veteran, he realizes how large the fighting is. やった！俺は氷結の魔女! By combining epic fighting along with girls, this show is a hidden gem for those looking for something to watch. Overall, if you are looking for a unique anime that has a good sense of humor, Bento is your best bet. Number 9. Up next is Fire Force, an anime that, by the cover, you wouldn't think it's just some firefighters show. However, once you give it a try, you will be blown away. Set in a world where the firefighters are more than just that, our protagonist Shinra has the ability to control flames with his feet. With this top-notch animation and spectacular choreography, the fights are comparable to the best in the biz. With little knowledge surrounding the truth around how these massive fires are caused, Shinra takes it upon himself to solve the mystery. With there being foes along his journey, Shinra gradually unveils his top-notch combat skills to the world. If I was looking for a show with some insane fights, then I would look no further because Fire Force is that show. Number 8. Next up is Kengan Ashura, a show that takes fighting to the next level. With this series being filled with gladiator-style battles, there is no lack of action. Our protagonist, Tokita Oma, is at the forefront of these battles, fighting for his own reasons to rise to the top and claim the trophy. Whether it's the constant fighting or seeing the growth of our protagonist, this is one of the shows that will hook off the rip. When you add on the diversity of fighting styles and intense sequences in battles, this show is guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seat. In conclusion, if you are looking for an anime that will keep you engaged through and through, you need to check this one out.
まだそりゃ違うだろう。あんたもう終わってんだよ。
Number 7.
フルマスクルズ魔法ハリケーンラッシュ。
Born into a world where the person with the stronger magic rules over the other, our magic-less protagonist, Mosh, is forced to find other ways to succeed. By honing his muscles through intense training, he becomes stronger than any other despite having no magic. But as time goes on, Mash experiences more difficult foes, making you wonder how long his big muscles will hold up. Like most shows on this list, Mashle takes the normal hand-to-hand combat and puts a fun twist on it, making it very comedic. Despite all this, Mosh is always seen keeping his composure, showing others he is not to be messed with. As a new show with lots of potential for future seasons, this is definitely a show you should be adding to your list.
どんな攻撃でも僕に痛みを与えられない
Number 6.
三段蹴り
As one of the first manhwa to get an animation, God of High School has helped with its rise in popularity of it. Whether you read manhwa or not, God of High School does a stunning job making an action-filled battle tournament. With our protagonist, Jin Mori, being a high schooler with exceptional skills, he enters the tournament taking the others by storm.
最初は戸惑っていた参加者たちも次第に本領を発揮し始めたようです
With a deep character development through friendship, God of High School isn't lacking in any aspect. Whether it's the fluid animation or the dynamic choreography, the series creates an experience like no other. With how well the series has done with it being a manhwa, it opened the floor for shows like Solo Leveling to make a name for itself. Before we continue, prepare yourself because the next few on this list contain action like no other. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Let's get back to the list. Number 5. Entering the list, we have Baki, an anime that most are familiar with but never give it a chance. The story follows Baki Hanma, a young martial artist hoping to one day stand toe-to-toe with his legendary father. In order to get to his father's level, Baki decides to face off against various opponents to bring out his hidden potential. Through this, he meets various people, some good and some evil, all with one common goal: to kill the other and become the strongest fighter in the world. With it delivering engaging fight scenes every episode with crazy characters, this show is sure to catch your attention. Out of all the shows on this list, Baki holds some of the best real fighting that fires you up almost like how the movie Creed does. Number 4. Barely missing out on the top 3, we have 7 Deadly Sins. The series follows the journey of Meliodas, the leader of the 7 Deadly Sins. After betraying the kingdom he belonged to, his group splits up, leaving the kingdom in chaos once the demon clan returns. With no other option, the kingdom is forced to rely on the 7 Deadly Sins. However, this isn't easy. With them spread throughout the land, Meliodas embarks on a journey to reunite with his fellow warriors to once again stand to protect the kingdom. The series offers a mix of magic and hand-to-hand combat, making the series packed with good fights. Number 3. As the newest anime on this list, you can bet the animation is top tier even compared to the other titles on the list. The story takes place in a world filled with new technology that controls the world along with ninjas. Having grown up and trained as a ninja, our protagonist Kamui sets his eye on revenge once he is betrayed. Although with little to no leads, Kamui is forced to rely on others if he truly wants to get revenge. With this, however, comes its challenges, making anyone who teams up with Kamui a target for the main ninja clan. The anime explores a deeper level of revenge, all the while being filled with epic fights that Kamui must overcome. Overall, the show does an amazing job of portraying emotions onto the battlefield to make the fights all the more memorable. Number 2.
勝手なこと言いやがって
In a world where boxing is the main sport, the fans eventually become bored, leading to the development of Megalobox. By using machines called gears, fighters are able to enhance their powers and use special techniques. Our protagonist, Yuri, is one of these boxers who, despite his courage, lacks the strength to back it. However, he still persists and finds his own worth even though he has a cheap gear and barely affects his abilities. With high hopes of becoming the best and finding out more about the disappearance of his father, the story has a lot going for it. Whether it's a combination of standard boxing and special powers or the overall atmosphere of the show, it's one you have to check out. Number 1. At the top of the list, we have none other than the anime of the year, Jujutsu Kaisen. Having accidentally gotten himself entangled into the world of curses and sorcery, our protagonist, Yuji Itadori, does not have it easy. On top of this, after consuming a cursed object, he changes in a way he never thought he would.
恐ろしく早い違うな
By using his newfound powers, he explores this new world by standing on the side of the righteous. Jujutsu Kaisen not only delivers spectacular hand-to-hand combat scenes, but also infuses them with supernatural powers. You have most likely heard of this show already, but whether you choose to see what the hype is about is up to you. That wraps up the list. Let me know if I have missed any anime you think should have been in this list down in the comments section so others don't miss out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more content like this video. Thanks for watching!